updates, right? From the last time we spoke, so far I've been able to complete my certification course, the software project management that I was doing. I've been able to complete that, and then I hopped on in another course. It's like a course for testers, software testing.
Is it the automated software testing one you're talking about?
Say again.
Automated software testing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I hopped on that one. I just started that one. I haven't really got into it because I've not been feeling so well and I've had a lot of things going on for me. And then per job, I got to speak to a few people who introduced me. I registered. I don't know if I mentioned the last time that I registered with the unemployment agency or with the employment agency. And so I got interviewed by someone, and then I got handed a handler. What they do is they give you a handler who is like, from time to time, you guys do reviews. From time to time, the handler, points you in the direction of a vacant job role that suits you and all. So far I've been having conversations with my handler, and he encouraged. I said I was going to register for the language school, and I did. It's very funny. I feel like everything in this town is almost like 1 to 4 weeks or 4 to 12 weeks before they answer you. They wanted to frustrate me, but my God is greater. So I registered to begin the language course here, because I feel like it'll help facilitate whatever it is I'm getting into in this town. Their first language is Swedish, second is English. They pick Swedish over it. So, anyways, I sent in my application the same time my husband sent in his. Guess what? My husband started last week, Thursday. They've still not answered me, and they told me that it will take up to 12 weeks before they answer me. Wow. So, knowing this, I called my handler up, and I was like, look, for someone who used to be very active, I understand that I just moved there and all, but I can't sit here doing nothing. There's no way for him to just get me into any kind of company to do internships or whatever it is. So what he said he could do for me could get me level.
Get you.
So instead of waiting to learn the language, what he planned for me is to get me into somewhere else to learn the language on a professional level. Now, what they do in this aspect is they judge you from your career and all, and so they just put you in a class that teaches you the language based on your career aspects, if you get what I mean. I don't know if that makes sense. So I was supposed to go and do a level test last week, Tuesday, but I was sick and admitted, so I missed that. My handler said he's going to reschedule for me now that I'm back home. I'm still waiting to hear back from him. Hopefully I hear back from him this week. And I do the level test this week and, just get started on that, really. So that's about that so far. And per my fashion thing that I was speaking about, so basically what I've done so far concerning that is I'm still scouting, to be honest. I'm still scouting. What I'm doing is I have gotten like a cargo company that will be helping me ship things to Nigeria from the States. I haven't gotten one from UK. And I am also scouting around. I spoke to someone who had been in the business for like 3 years over now. She's my friend. We went to school together. And so she's like, how about I just deal with luxury items? And that's she advised that a lot of people are looking for personal shoppers. And so if I focused on luxury items, that I probably could become personal shoppers for quite a number of people. Like she knows that a number of people are looking for personal shoppers in Europe. And so it might, I don't know. So I'm still testing that route. I'm still like doing, uncovering a whole lot of things, like scouting around for things that are cheap, things that are on sale, things I can, delve into and all. I don't just want to get into it like that and then make a mistake and all. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't know if that's progress. I mean, I know that's progress. It's not a lot, but it's progress. Yeah.
Yes.
I Erire.
Okay.
Did I get the pronunciation?
Yes, a Riri.
Erire. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of similar to Orire in Yoruba, but it's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Sort
So
of.
yeah, I overheard you say something which
Tell
I
me.
feel let me contribute. So you said you haven't gotten a courier company in the UK. So I'm aware lately, I think late last year, Royal Mail started sending stuff to Nigeria. So that's an option you might want to explore.
I'm
It's
sorry,
actually
you're breaking
secure
up.
that.
I could barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh yeah. I said so. You mentioned that you've gotten like a courier company in Sweden, you've gotten another in the US, but you haven't gotten in the UK.
Yes.
So I said, as of
Yes.
late last year, Royal Mail started sending stuff to
Royal
Nigeria to be
Mail.
precise.
Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
Royal
Royal
Mail.
Mail. Let me get
Yeah,
that down.
Royal Mail. Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's like the official post office for the UK. So they started
Okay.
sending stuff. So it's an option you might want to explore because it's not so expensive and it's secure.
Okay.
So it's something you can also track. So maybe
Thank
you can reach
you.
them up or something. I just said let me add that to it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So anyway, so updates now for on your progress with this mastermind so far. It's been 1 week. What do you think?
What do I think about Mastermind? I think it's for me, I think it's definitely the push that I need. I mean, every time I feel like relenting, I have in mind that I have to report to certain people and there has to be progress. Do you get what I mean? It's almost as if I'm in school and there's homework and I have to get this homework done. Yeah, for me, that's how it feels like. So I feel like it's the push that I need. Like the fact that I have to be accountable to a group of people, and I can't come back without having had any bit of progress at all.
Okay.
So
And
I
that,
mean,
okay, yeah, continue.
so like basically that's it for me. It's been a great.
Time. That's what I just want to confirm.
Say again.
It's not a waste of time, ba.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not a waste of time for me. For me, it's the push I needed. It's definitely a great decision for me.
Okay. Thank you. Titi, you're next. I have something else for you, but when we're starting the next, you have one assignment that is already here. Loading.
Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, sorry, good evening.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to share a win from the last time we met, right?
Yeah.
I can still
And
forget.
basically,
Oh,
your like this month one is gone now, so you're reviewing if it's what, because I mean we still have 10 months or 9 months, January, February, March, right? March, 9 months to go.
okay, so I mentioned the last time that we met that I was actually going to start. I'd not even started then. It was meant to start March 1st. My training, my event training for my students. And amazingly, I got about 7 people to sign up, which was awesome. Yeah, so we concluded it yesterday. And
That's finished.
honestly, I really thought, yes, we finished yesterday, 3 weeks gone already. Yeah, today is March 21st, Abby. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 3 weeks gone. So it wasn't as if one thing I'm really glad about with this training is that I did not sit down for long to rack my brain and think so much about it. I guess if I had done that, maybe I could have chickened out or had some form of fear. It was just a simple prompt of do this, and I went ahead. I just went for it in February. So I made the first post on February 1st, advertising about it, and just flowed with whatever was coming like that. So I think I kept that positive energy all through. And I'm so really thankful that it was very impactful. I love the fact that I was a lot more focused, firstly, on getting people to start up their own event brands and businesses like that. And there's something I've come to realize to with regards to doing something to help others to kickstart. I think that's actually why I was able to get back on my feet. I say this a lot and I'm still going to say it again. I had a lot of like serious challenges after my first baby in 2020. So, in fact, after relocation in 2019, so it affected my business and everything. And so since talking about launching out a book and me going ahead to just key into that and doing that helped me to get my feet back. So I feel that a lot of people that have given me feedback, some sent feedback yesterday. I've not even sent them the form I want to send them for the feedback. I'm already getting feedback. So
Oh,
someone sent me a feedback yesterday and today as well. I've gotten a feedback today. And they are so excited about starting out their own brand. I mean, from just someone else in the corners of their room thinking about let me do something and then you're affecting lives. It just makes me really so excited and happy. Thankfully, of course, it came with some extra income alongside, but I think the main thing I'm happy about is the fact that I could like light up something in someone else. And people are really willing to go for internships on events and and coach just like kickstart their own business plan. All right, so that was one very big and major win for me this in the past 1 month. What else have I done? Yeah, on my book reading,
mm-hmm.
for the fact that I know that I'm going to have to talk about it in this meeting, I was serious with the book reading. Honestly, that was my ginger because sometimes I just want to sleep and I like stop
I
reading
remember.
anything. But I've really gone a lot further than I've ever done in books like this, if it is not a novel or a
Mm-hmm.
rom-com series or something like that. Reading something like this, and it's actually really very interesting. It's been very, very interesting. I really cannot imagine that I'd have missed this kind of the content I've gotten from the book.
Okay.
So yes, I'm making a lot of progress. I expect to finish it by the end of the month, and I'm going to be able to. Yes, with the fact that I've covered more than about 50% of it. So yeah, so that's another progress. What else did I ever mention that I have to do a checking on? Those are my two major wins, Sha, for now. On
Yes.
my personal brand, I
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, I was able to get it much more defined. I remember I mentioned the other time that I wasn't really too sure about streamlining it into what it is that it's supposed to be, but I've been able to get it much more defined. And like I said, I don't sometimes sit down to think so much. Like it just dropped in my heart that day, and I shared it with Tosin, and I'm really so thankful or happy that I was able to have a part cleared out on that. Channeling my page or my brand into business, discussing business, family, and entrepreneurship or anything like that on my faith, particularly business. Because while I was discussing with my students yesterday, my event training students yesterday, and sharing some other tips I got from other business programs I had attended, because I attended quite a lot of business programs this past 1 month. And so I was sharing stuff with them. I was able to introduce my personal brand to them, introduce my newsletter to them, which I'm actually going to have to write on it soon. Yeah, so introduced to them and stuff and shared some business tips. So I've been able to like streamline it and get the aim or the purpose of that page, that brand. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever do YouTube in my life,
Don't know if you
but
ever
I
do
know
what.
that I've been did this YouTube
Okay, okay,
but
okay.
serious stuff.
Okay.
But I know that I opened a YouTube page recently and it's still private, yeah, but we'll see how that goes. What else? What else? What else? Oh, my craft business
Tablet,
is on.
old.
It's not on pause. I'm working. I'm just not posting.
Okay.
I'll be serious with it soon. Soon enough when I drop this human being. All right.
Okay, well done.
Okay, that's it. Thank
That's
you.
so the mastermind review is been worth it. Like it's, I mean, for the in the past 1 month,
Yes,
helpful, right?
definitely, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Courage, you're next.
Hello, sorry, I needed to drop the
I want
call
to
at some point,
know
but
if
I'm back
he's been
now.
taking his vitamins and drinking water.
Sometimes, yeah, like last week when Tosin was like, we should have a session, I'm like, I've not done a lot of things, so I was just
Can you
like, nervous
imagine?
and
That's
all
why it's not boy,
that.
courage.
But
So why is
yeah,
there June 1 on our screen?
Where is June 1?
Are you in June?
Where is it?
That's what I can see on the date.
I don't know why
okay,
you.
June 1, 2021. Okay, Tosin is far ahead.
Sorry, guys.
Ah,
But yeah, let's continue.
Okay,
okay.
so anyway, the answer to your question is, to be honest, I've not been consistent with it, and that's because I want to switch vitamins. So I currently use
Right.
the B complex, but I want to switch to either a reload or Wellman. So I feel with those ones I'll be very consistent. But yeah,
By
I haven't been
like,
consistent. But at least before the next mastermind class, yeah, I will. I will even surprise you.
okay,
So,
I
so let
look
me
forward
check
to being
my.
surprised.
So let me quickly do a rundown of
okay.
my. I'm trying to do it. I'll just the one I posted. I
You want
put
to
on the
share
group, so
screen?
that's what I'll use.
Looking like you want to share screen.
So no, 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 no.
Okay.
Okay, so in terms of I had to split mine into finance, academics, and health. So for finance, invest in agriculture. So my timeline was actually April, so I haven't done that yet. Then investing in bitcoins, yes. In crypto, yeah, I started that already. Then learn and invest in stocks. I haven't started that. I haven't started the stock investments yet. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So set and meet targets. Yeah, I've started that already. Then monthly adjust, I've started that. Utilize PPVest and save monthly. Yeah, I started that. Then in terms of academics, okay, continue studying MBA and dedicate at least 2 hours daily to taking class. Well, I've been doing weekends only. I've not been able to do during the week because work has been so busy. Then take and complete photography classes. I had to drop this at some point because, like I said, work has been really overwhelming for me. But I plan to pick this up again by next month. So I basically took a study break for this. Then read at least one book per month. So immediately I saw Tosin's message. I'm like, hey, Korede, you've never finished the book started in January. I
Okay.
haven't done this. I haven't finished this, but it's in progress anyways. So I'm up, at least by the next session, I should have been done. Then in terms of health, I haven't resumed my martial arts classes yet. Makes smoothie to work. Life has not been consistent, so I've not been able to do that. Then consciously stop using the consciously stop use of abusive words. Well, I'll take 50-50 for this. We're in Nigeria. Then eat healthy and reduce amount of meat. Eating healthy, yes, but reduction of amount of meat.
Mm.
Let's say 30-70, not really big. That's not for me. Then take a lot of water, yes, I have. Then take daily multivitamins. Well, it really reminded me of that. I've not been consistent, but I promise you guys, before the next mastermind class, I'll be top of my game. Then in terms of spirituality, devotion with family members daily, yes, I've been doing this. Then join media group at my local church here. I haven't been to church in like 2 weeks. Then 2 Sundays, sorry. Then attend weekly Sunday services and do a Bible review on Sunday. I've not done this. So that's the breakdown for mine. Then I think you were getting feedback at some point, because
Yes, I was.
okay, so I think you've gotten some of my feedbacks now in between already.
Already. Please stop.
Okay, so for me it's been interesting at least having to share having to discuss with like minds, even though this is like my second official session, but I feel we are like a group of people trying to chase similar things. And when you know, oh, I have somebody looking out for me, or that you don't want to disappoint. So basically, it's been like a motivating factor for me. Even though I have natural ginger, but I feel we have some energetic people here, like to see like some other people that you just look up to and you be like, oh, they've been so consistent. So I feel it's been a great use of my money anyways, because I'll say I'm an akagon, right?
Spend this money, courage, spend it.
But I'll say, yeah, it's been worth it. Thank you to everyone. Hope I didn't talk too much.
No, it's fine. Well done, courage. We're going to just start up with you. Reading a book per month. I think that's the only thing that's one of it, not the only one of the things that you're lacking at, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. So, what's the challenge with reading a book like per month? Why can't you?
Okay, so the challenge has been like timing. It's more like, how do I explain this? So you know now, like you're chasing so many things. So I've been shadowing that part. But what I think I would do is maybe have a timetable that, okay, once I get back and I just make sure I finish everything work from so and so time to so and so time, then I have time for myself. So I think that's what would actually help me, because I feel work has been buying into my personal time and space. So I feel if I'm able to draw that out, it'll probably ease the distraction a bit.
Yeah, I can relate. Don't worry.
But it's been stressful.
Yeah, but do you have like free times in between, like on the field? Because me now, I know I have lots of waiting time. I think I even wait more than I actually even see talk to these people, right?
Okay, you mean I work?
Yes, I work. Do you have like lots of time that you can utilize? Because me now, my book is always in my bag, and okay, so
Yeah.
that helps me also is bag and driver. So what I read in the
So I was coming to that. You know, for you, you're a woman, number one, you carry bag around. But for me, I can't be carrying. I can't be carrying bag. That's one.
Why can't you carry bag? Some guys carry bags now.
No, that's
There are guys that there's nothing
laptop
feminine
bag
about
like this. They carry bag, one hand bag. I see it. I'm serious, courage. I even see reps a lot carry bag.
masculine.
Then, if I had a driver now, it would have been better. Like, okay, say travel time when I'm in my car, I could always skip through a couple of pages. But I think what I would do is what I noticed is once I get back from work, I close late. So maybe I'm still doing work till like 10, 11, 12. So that should actually stop going forward. So maybe what I'll do is just have a time frame. Once I'm back from work, by 9, I should be done with everything work. Then from 10 to say 12, then I can dedicate that to my personal self. Then maybe to the reading as well. Then at least be deliberate 1 hour every day to this.
Corey, did you do audio books? Do you do audio books? Can you try audio books?
Okay, I can, but is there a particular website I can download most of these books? Because the one I'm currently reading now is Atomic Habits, and I actually bought it. Like most of the books, they are hard copy books.
Oh.
So I don't know if they'll be available.
I think maybe you should try. I don't know. Maybe you should look into audiobooks. Those are like they're time efficient, a bit time effective. What's the word? Like you can like listen to books on the go.
Yeah.
You get before you know it, you put in 20 minutes, you put in 5 minutes, before you know it, you're through with the book. That might be something you might be willing to look into. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense actually. At least while I'm waiting, like Tosin said, I could just put my wireless and start listening to them.
Yeah. And Coach,
exactly.
So when you go into a call, you only carry your iPad back.
Yeah, so that's it.
Or you can carry your book with it too now.
But you have to, I want to be careful. This
Okay.
Like, it's hospital now, surfaces and all that.
Okay.
So usually I just know, so I don't pose risk to myself.
It really even depends.
Yeah.
If you don't have so much waiting time, I mean, to not make sense to be carrying books. Do you get?
Sorry?
I say it also depends. If you don't have so much waiting time that you face at the hospital, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's also
True.
good. Because me, there are times that
I know most of these tertiary institutions, you have to wait. You have to stand. You don't, but if it was a private hospital now, you'll probably be sitting at a very nice location, reception and all that. But private hospital, you have patients, you have to wait. You have to even, I practically stand like all through. So really difficult.
Okay. So by next week,
but don't worry, before the next
week you'd have finished Atomic Habits. That's what you're telling us now.
Yeah, I would have finished Atomic Habits. Then after Atomic Habits, I actually have 2 books lined up for this month and next month. So at least I should have finished Atomic Habits and sell like crazy. So those are the 2 books.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well done. Again. So what's your next goal now that you're planning for?
Okay, part of everything I've listed.
Or not listed?
For next month. Okay, so I would want to resume the martial arts class. That's something I want to resume. At least to have like a routine. If I don't do that, then let me register for lawn tennis classes or squash classes. So either of that. So something to do with sports.
Okay. Photography is April.
Yeah, photography is April. Yeah, pending to April.
Okay. Is there any challenge you are having right now and you're looking for a way out?
I think that's the one we just discussed now is time management. So I think I've actually gotten a solution. Number one, having to key into the idea of audiobooks. That's one. Then also maybe having to plan my day well, so I don't spend too much unnecessary time like at work. So I think that works. That's like a solution for me.
Okay, so no problem. No, we don't have any challenge now. You're
Not really.
Ready. Get ready for us. You're just ready to do it. Hey, energy. Okay, thank you. Who is next? Everywhere you are next.
I'm next.
Yes, ma'am. You are next.
What am I talking about, please?
Your next goal. Is that your next goal? Any challenge you need and clarity on that you want us to brainstorm for you?
Well, not yet, to be very honest. Not yet, because okay, so my next goal will be hopefully starting something where the fashion is required, and also starting to learn the language on a professional level. Now, starting to learn language on a professional level is, beyond, somewhat beyond my control. Okay. If you get what I mean. Well, I mean, I'm actually a very assertive person. Anyone who knows me knows this. So I plan to be on my handler's neck concerning that. I mean, being that I missed the first level test, hopefully he doesn't think I'm an unserious person and just like push me to the corner, that kind of thing. So starting tomorrow morning, I will reiterate on my email to him from last week Friday, and see where it takes me this week. Hopefully I'm able to do the level test and then start learning from home the language, and hopefully that gets me into an office, start work and all, which is the end goal at some point. But my next goal that I can handle is the fashion thing. So hopefully before our next meeting, I'm able to have made considerable progress and probably started something, hopefully, by God's grace. Right now, I'm still doing all the on-the-job research and all. I'm making progress with that and, getting clarity and charting a path on that. And, hopefully all things just work well for me.
Okay, so your next goal is, did you say the fashion?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that you want to start?
Yeah, my fashion. Yes.
You want to start? So, okay.
I want to have started something.
By when?
I want to have started something by say by April, before our next meeting. So this is what I want.
Okay.
Yes, before our next meeting. By God's grace, this one is pure faith right now. But hopefully, this is what I want to do before our next meeting. I want to already have a clear path charted, and I want to have started, in the sense, like started sourcing for items to sell, or probably obtained some items as well that I can put up for sale. Hopefully, before our next meeting, I should have started something physical, something I can tell you that, oh, look, I'm a personal shopper right now. If you want to buy something, buy.
And I think
like Corridor now,
yeah,
that doesn't carry bags. I was thinking in my head when I was talking, I was thinking maybe he'll be my first customer. Maybe I can buy all those, cute bags that guys carry about for him, and then he'll buy from me. That type of thing. Like seeing any that meeting it.
please,
So, anyways,
help us look for one that befits his status.
That's a nice idea. Actually, I don't mind.
All these rich boy bags, all these rich boy bags, they give you the swag, that kind of thing. I was just thinking in my head, I didn't want to, disturb his flow, but that was what I was thinking in my head when he was like, oh, I can't be carrying bag. And there's some bags that you carry that makes you look, I don't know, it just completes you. Corridor, I can help you source for it and buy, ship it to you. Just employ me.
And I think that good thing with personal shopping is that you do not necessarily have to maybe have like loads and lots of goods on.
Yeah.
Right. You can just go to a site, put pictures, things that Nigerians are looking for. I know there was some
looking to buy exactly
on Instagram, like Gully Berry.
Yes.
Vitamins. Yes. The personal shopper that there's nothing she wants to, and that personal shopper in the UK doesn't get her. So it's just, something that you can begin to maybe source out, look for pictures,
put items. Yeah, put items out. Like, I understand you. I understand you.
Very true, and that's like the in thing now.
Say again.
I said that's true. That's like the in thing now. I know there's somebody on IG that does that, but I think his focus or his primary target or market is the celeb. So he does them Gucci and all that for them.
Yeah,
the guys that on IG.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully before our next meeting, I've hit the floor running. I have something to show for it. That's my plan.
No challenge yet, right?
No, none at all. Okay. None at all. None at this time. None at this time.
Okay, so fashion, go your language also, right?
Yes.
I've spoken to your handler and figured things out. I started something, hopefully.
Yes.
Titi, we're on to you.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I'll just talk about what I hope to do in the next few months, particularly April. And basically in April, I have a client I'm working on his wedding, but there has been a lot of challenges regarding that wedding, but I hope to be able to surmount it soon. So the wedding is for, I think, second week in April. Yeah, second week is 10th. Yeah. So that's my major, because I even had to travel out of my state of residence yesterday because of this event. So that's my major focus right now. That's what I'm working on. And any other thing personal, I have to finish my book this month and then start another one next month. But if I do not, I hope, let me not start by giving a negative thought towards not finishing this month. The book is inside. I cannot remember. I just came outside now for a better reception. I'm not in my house. Okay. Yeah. So but no, I'll definitely finish this one this month. but I'll be starting another one next month. What I'm saying is I'm not too certain about finishing next month because next month is jam packed with a
Okay.
lot of personal life sort of. So I don't know if I'll be able to, but I don't also want to start on that negative part. I mean, but I'm almost sure that I might not be able to finish it. So, but regardless, I'll make effort and try on that and give feedback on that. What else do I want to do next month? I think majorly the events I want to do next month is a family time month for me. So I don't think I want to put in so much other things. For
Okay.
May also I have an event, I have a wedding. One of my two of my UK clients that were supposed to get married last year just decided or chose May as their wedding, so we'll be having that in May. What else? I don't think I should be talking about the other months now, can I?
Mhm.
Because I have okay, yeah, so later on we'll discuss about that. So basically that's what I want to do in April.
Okay.
Also take time to rest and
To rest.
um yeah, sort of. This part of it is an action word, that rest.
So is there any challenge
Yeah.
foreseen for this year goals for next month? And for that book, I wanted to like, what if you read a smaller book?
Okay, I think I can do that
Mm-hmm.
because I actually already the books that I want to read for the year. So I would check out of them and see the one I will most likely be able to finish because I also want to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you understand. So that's the reason for saying that. But yeah, that's my major challenge, the book and the event project I have. I don't have any other thing I want to specifically do next month aside those. Oh yes, there's one thing. I'm actively learning. I just remember that Credo was mentioning financial goals. I'm actively learning on how to expand my income. Yes. Do other things to actually get more money. Because I need money.
Just
I need money. Well, who doesn't need money? But me, I think I should be personal about this. Me, Titi Lokpe, I need money. So I have to be very much serious about it. I've aside from the investment stuff that we joined on those your page. I
mm-hmm.
can't remember what to call it. Fireside chats, yes. Aside from that, I've attended some other investment meetings. Yes, one is even holding today. He's holding right now. I'm not able to attend, but a friend of mine joined and he mentioned that he was going to share the ideas with us. So I actually did one particular investment recently. So I'm hoping to be able to also launch out into more and earn extra income. And then because of this extra income thing, I got an opportunity for an interview recently with my whole self. I went for an interview recently. Yeah, I like the fact that you can relate to what I'm saying. Yeah, and it was actually nice. It was really nice. It's literally, I would say, it's the best I've ever done in my entire life. Like
Okay.
I really could not believe I was not as tensed or afraid or whatever. I guess I was a lot prepared.
Okay.
Yes, for it. So I'm hoping that because it's actually supposed to be a remote job as well. So I
Okay.
feel that it's something that I've been looking out for, not something that will take my time by staying in one office space,
Mm-hmm.
which I've been rejecting for a while now. I really want to focus on my business. But if I actually want to also branch out to do something related to pharmacy, I would love a remote job or a work from home kind of a thing. Sorry. So that's actually why I decided to go for this. So I'm hopeful. I'm not too certain, but I'm hopeful that that should come in and maybe by May. I don't know. I really don't know what the plan of the company is. It's more or less like a startup,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just gaining grounds in my location in Ibadan.
Okay.
So they've just been in existence for 6 months in Ibadan, 2 years in Nigeria. So it's like a startup.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking out for their decision. The GM mentioned they will get back next week on that. So yeah, so that's on my financial goals. I would love to also give a feedback later on it next month and see what other steps I've been able to make as regards earning, having multiple streams of income and the investment part of life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I wanted to ask, are you planning on repeating your training for another batch?
it. Yeah, not
Okay.
yet. I would have said yes
Just
for if I was sure of the time, but not anytime. The earliest that can happen is June, because I don't have anything fixed for June yet.
okay, so that's April, May, June.
Yeah.
Are you is okay, so do you have like your wait list?
Yes, yes. About so like aside from the fact that so many other people filled that form, I don't want to go with ed community like just what everybody has said. Two people specifically still mentioned about this, and like while this one had started, while the first training had started, so I mentioned I was going to get back in touch with them. So I think I'll just give a heads up. Although someone encouraged me, was it 2 days ago? That's my brother. He's always encouraging.
What?
Was telling me that I can actually still do it regardless. I know me, I'm the one that knows what I'm going to be facing next month. So
Mm,
I don't know if I will be able to do anything like that earlier than June. So June is my best bet if
okay.
I'm going
It's
to
just I mean
go
just
ahead. I would like
like
to
I'm
focus
listening.
on the quality than just getting to have it ticked or done.
Okay, so I mean just take your time and know when because I mean people will just be saying do, but they don't know your stress and everything that goes
So
training. I mean for my
that,
ebook challenge, I had to play pause till May. Though I have two people that bullied me that we are working on now, but I mean I want to legit say I want to just chill till May. So there's something I wanted to say.
so
City, are you thinking of do you have like PA like a PA or are you thinking of a PA like some sort of structure in your business, especially when very soon now container will land and another period will start again. Do you have like some things in place to ensure that you can
yeah.
during those periods?
So yesterday, two people buzzed me about this particular thing that you just mentioned. I'd like to do some soul searching first before making a decision on that with them. But I actually have someone I work with right now. Although she is giving me some issues at the moment because of availability,
Okay.
she's our own personal life is clashing with our
Mm,
ability to run or to deliver if I need. That's why I actually had to make a trip yesterday myself. She was meant to do this venue check and vendors check for me,
okay.
but she couldn't. She has been either offline or unable to respond at the right time or
Mm,
things like that. So I'm actually looking into making a change as regards her,
okay.
but I would I would take just a few I'll take my time, just particularly this month, this week, and decide on that before the end of the month.
Excellent. So
Because yes, that structure thing is really important. I learned it yesterday on one entrepreneurship stuff I was on yesterday, like building a particular process that yields the same effective result every time, whether you're there or not.
mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do that. Thank you. That reminds me that people actually mentioned it to me yesterday. I'll work on it. So I'll give you feedback on that too.
It's so
Please
structured.
let me write these things I'm saying, I'm not writing it down.
Structured feedback, PA help feedback. Then I was just thinking that you can during the after container lands and everything, you can do like well you have this month to think about it, right? Of how you
Yeah, I can
if
do
you're
what
going to
I
do the training, because I know that you have the training as a source of income, as an extra source of income right now. You also have
Yes,
the
yes.
ebook too. So there are two things. Maybe one, you can do like automated ads for your ebook, right?
Oh, that I've actually slowed down on advertising it.
Why?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
Because
I
I know
really
that,
don't know.
and I
I've
know
not supposed to make an update on the Paystack platform. I'm supposed to do some.
move it to seller if a stack is stressing you.
I think I would do that. I tried opening Stella. I just didn't complete the
Stella,
forms of
like stressing you. Stella or
me to keep
daughter with.
my
I think Stella said,
so
me to Stella is stressing you because I know that my friend Odun, was telling me that last time we saw during 2 weeks ago that our book ad is on auto run.
okay.
She does like she says that it is promo, that it is 4K now, it's 2K, so it's on auto run. And she actually showed me the advert. And now you see people's comments on that from Facebook. I just paid this one, and all that. Do I know that ads too can be
She
very
does the
tricky?
yeah,
What do you
she
say?
does the add on. She does the ads on Facebook.
Does the ads on Facebook. Ads too can be,
Okay.
you need to be like really understand all the old pixels, everything. Do I know that they
Uh,
also help you set up? But
mm-mm.
getting good people, I'm not sure really. I don't trust anybody. It's only the man I trust.
My
And
brother said he does
not
that.
big.
Yeah.
Okay, Tolu does that too. So you can have like automated ads, like
You
just
know, this
for
beautiful old Tolu doesn't have time for
yeah, Tolu
that.
does not have time for his life. But just think of it.
Uh,
Anyway, so that's
that's
it. Then you can also think about your training too. If it's something you want to do like later, package it into video courses and all that.
yeah, you guys said the same thing. That was exactly what he was mentioning, that I should make it into a video course and all that, since it's actually online and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you. I'll do that.
you are good. You are good. So I think everybody we've said this action plan. I mean, everybody has said. Let me do a recap. Koresh is supposed to try audiobooks. He's supposed to finish Atomic Habits by next meeting. If not, he will pay 5K to everybody in the group.
So you want me to go bankrupt?
If not, he will pay 5K to everybody. We'll use it to do party. We'll do May party if you don't finish your Atomic Habits. So you're supposed to have finished Atomic Habits and start sell like crazy by that's in the next 2 weeks. So then in April, martial arts class or lawn tennis sports or some sort of sports. Then also you're going to start your photography class. Of course, we didn't talk about your spirituality. You need to be on point. What's going on? Why have you not been going to church? Why?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said that we didn't talk about your spiritual part that are lacking. Why have you not been going to church in the past 2 weeks? If you've been going to church for 2 weeks, you would have been a master in snapping pictures. Because the Holy Spirit, that you are snapping pictures, the Holy Spirit will give you, teach you, and put anointing on your head. But you see, you're in your house. Why?
Well, last week I did online, but today I couldn't just. But next picture.
Well, you cannot do it. If you're doing online, what will you be snapping?
Exactly. So I need to.
Because I think that's what's supposed to even ginger you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of them that should ginger you that, me, I like going to church because I used to wear fine clothes. It's only church I used to wear fine clothes. When I'm going to the field, I don't wear fine clothes because I'm like, hello. So those are one things I didn't go for. Though today I did not go to, I was so tired after my meeting yesterday. I didn't go to church today. I just watched services online. But you already have a goal that one, you want to join media, you want to take photography, you want to help join media, start taking pictures. So I think that should ginger you. Encourage. You know you are single. As you're taking pictures, girls will be tripping for you. Let me give you another ginger to make you go to church and take pictures. Girls used to
I hear you.
I see. Is that how you used to treat for people when they're taking pictures?
The photographers in church.
Just want to know.
Photographers in church. My church then in university, JView, the photographers were top photographers. Jide Kola, all those big boys. Jide Okoye. We used to trip for them. As they're taking, they'll now be backing up. They'll now put their camera like with belts. What's your swagger? But you better be.
So you went to Joshua View.
Yes, I went to Joshua View throughout when I was in school. Hey, so Koresh, I'm helping your ministry now.
I hear you.
So please, just so wait. So are you telling us that by next? Wait, just get what's that thing to ask for in GSP? Commitments from you, Koresh. How far church and this photography? Because I want you to start taking pictures in church. Give us commitments.
Okay, so the thing now is by next week, yes, I'll be at church physically. But most of these churches, you have to go through the foundation class.
Okay.
Like I was doing Daystar in Lagos, so for you to even participate in any activity in church, you have to like go through the foundation class. So it's the same thing that applies here. I'm new in Port Harcourt,
What
so
church?
I have to like.
Is
Sorry?
it what church? Is it House on the Rock?
No, King's Assembly.
King's Assembly. Okay, I've heard of King's
Yeah.
Assembly.
So it's like
Think that
Pastor Sam's Pottage. So it's similar to Daystar.
okay, so we'll find out the process next week when you go. At least let's know.
Yeah, I found out already. So the thing now is they haven't started classes yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what is actually stalling the process.
They are photographers in the church.
Yeah, they do.
Have you got to meet media to ask them that you want to join photography?
I didn't meet the photographer directly, but I met somebody. Yeah, I met somebody in media. So it was not that told me about the classes.
Okay, then you have to do the classes first. Okay.
Mm.
So you can also just watch
So
out.
that's
I don't know if they do special programs, right? You can also watch out for special programs and just ask them that. Can I take pictures of this special program? Just ask.
Okay.
And say yes, I know. I understand. I've not done my class and all that.
Foundation
Like
class,
correct guy now. When you package and you talk and all this, you'll be like, okay, just try. Let's see. And before you know it, you fall in. So we'll be getting feedback next week. Anyway.
Okay, so the next class in 2 weeks or next week?
It's in 2 weeks.
Let me be clear on that. Okay, in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So everywhere you are next, we should have started our personal shopping. I'll show personal shopping. I'm even as excited.
Energy.
So you have started your personal shopping before the next catch up. At least you have started creating awareness on social media so that people know that okay, things that Nigerians are looking for right now. What are Nigerians even looking for right now? That is abroad.
Clothes, accessories, handbags, bags in every form of it.
At times, you just realize that someone is looking for one.
Please, when you start, let us know so we can shout you out, show you as much support as you need.
Yeah. So
alrighty. Thank you, guys.
Page on social media page, like. Then of course, you should have started your language journey. Talk to your handler.
Okay, by God's grace, I do. I'm seeing you. In fact, they must not see me as a serious person. I'm going to call the guy again tomorrow because my husband is like, "Oh, these Swedes don't like to work on Fridays, so that's probably why he didn't respond to my email. Because usually he responds ASAP whenever I send him an email. So I'll give him a shout again tomorrow and see if I get feedback. Hopefully, I'm able to get something done.
Two action
again.
Your plans are two: fashion goal and your language, right?
Yes, just those two.
Okay. So guys, is 7:02 here. Any final words, anything else? We're done for today. Thank you guys for showing up. I mean, in my mind, I thought it would just be me and Titi. I was already thinking that it would just be gistful and catching tea. I'm planning our coded things.
Hello, hell.
Okay, so any final words before we officially close shop for tonight?
What's up with others? Why didn't they join?
No, me or more, because I've chatted them up individually. They've not replied. But the thing is that they didn't even see they had not checked the messages on the group, so maybe they are not online or something. Even Rosie surprised. I just hope everything is fine.
Yeah, well done to everybody. I think I don't have any other thing to say.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Justin, for your time. Thank you so much for coordinating, checking us, and helping out. Yes, thank you so very much. You're deeply appreciated.
Thank you.
All right, now, so. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
All right.
Yeah, and thank you, everybody else. Stay ready for your suggestions.
So, are you still there?
Yeah, I didn't hear what Korede said.
Oh,
No, I was just appreciating everyone. Like I thought that was what we were meant to do, right?
Okay, great. So guys, enjoy your week.
Or you want to bully me? You want to bully me online and offline again? I beg, let me just leave this meeting before you bully
Enjoy
me.
your
I
week,
beg.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
For our
Bye.
updates next week. Bye.
it's good.
Mm, 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 mm.